Hello everybody. So this is Jonathan and I'm Alex, and we're here to talk to you about the work of Project Mike. Now, as a brief introduction, I should mention that our client was Metaswitch Networks, or Metaswitch, who are a fairly large London-based provider of voice-over IP services. And logically, that's where our project comes from, so it's integrating phones with the web. Now, we considered a few different options here. The first one was to make a Firefox toolbar, but then again, how annoying are those toolbars? And then we also thought of making an extension to Google Maps. But then finally we thought, well, you know, all of us in this room use our phones on a daily basis. And well, most of us use Facebook on more like an hourly basis. That's why we took the decision to integrate a Facebook app. And we thought the Facebook API wasn't so horrible after all. So I'll guide you through a simple use case. I go to my very good friend's page, and I see a call tab right there on which you can click, and then you can place a call. So what happens is my phone is going to ring first. I pick up my phone, or rather Alexander Bell picks up his phone, and then the callee's phone rings, he picks it up, the call is established. It's as easy as that. So you are really 2 clicks away from all of your friends from within Facebook. You need no additional software, you do not need to go on any other website, you need nothing. You just click and you call. Now our application features a dial pad from which you dial a number, you add a new contact. We have a very nice phone book from which you can see all of your Metaswitch contacts, and you can call them, you can delete, modify them. We even have search functionality built in. We have voicemail functionality, so from within Facebook you retrieve all of your voicemails, you can add a new contact, you're 1 click away from calling them, you can replay the voicemails. You have all your call history, everything that's happened recently. You can, again, 1-click calling functionality, adding a contact. And finally, you can enable call forwarding so that your voice over IP phone is redirected directly to your real world phone. Now, Jonathan here is going to talk a bit about the implementation.
Thank you very much, Alex. Right, so our back end for the system comprises a database in which we store the Facebook ID of the user, their telephone number, the server name on which they're operating on, and an authentication token which keeps them logged into the application itself in Facebook whenever they come back. This is created when the user logs into the Facebook app for the first time. We also have a server which is used to access the database and to allow records to be added and removed and the data in the database to be queried. The front end of our application comprises a main page which then has an iframe in it, and all other pages of the application are subsequently loaded into this. Besides the HTML pages for these, there are also CSS files which allow the application to be easily restyled, and the JavaScript files which produce the underlying functionality of the application and are responsible for calls to both the Metaswitch COM Portal API and the Facebook API, which allows us to use Metaswitch's services such as the phone book and the call history and voicemail, and allow us to get the Facebook details for the user, so their friends and their Facebook pictures. How do I go back? Sorry. Anyway, we had 3 main problems when we were actually developing the project. Firstly, we had issues with our server. We were originally running a Tomcat server with Java servlets, and we had stability problems. So for a while it would be up on Facebook, then we'd go and it'd be down, and we'd have to reboot the server each time. And so eventually we decided that a PHP implementation would be better, more stable, and so this is what we did. And it's been far more robust ever since. Secondly, the SDK of Metaswitch that we were using is brand new, 7.1. Brand new SDK also equals problems. So when on the call functionality originally, it was calling an old method in their previous version of the SDK, which wasn't present in the new version. So we had to get, after a lengthy debug with both Metaswitch and ourselves, find the error and change it. And thankfully, this was done in time. So everything worked today and has done for about the past week.
Thank you very much.